Let's go. Gregor. Hey, Dad.
What happened at 6 o'clock?
I know. I'm sorry. It's just the light outside. Late summer, incredible. And I just,
Distracted, missed dinner.
Yeah, Dad, I'm sorry.
When I say 6 o'clock, I don't care how great the light is. You're home. Do you understand me? Just clean it up.
The Degrassi showrunners looked at season 1 and saw that it wasn't spicy enough, the cast too small, the issues too small scale. When you have a show geared towards teenagers, you gotta shake things up, so thus a new character was added. This character's introduction was heavy, dramatic, and starred the series president of having a mysterious, moody, artistic boy with a dark past. While he would go on to be one of the most controversial main characters of all time due to his very messy romantic relationships on the show, there's no doubt that Degrassi wouldn't be as memorable without his impact. Craig Manning, welcome to Degrassi. Hello, Degrassians. I'm Barry, and I talk all things Degrassi. In today's episode, I'm discussing the iconic premiere of the Next Generation Season 2, When Doves Cry. It's the beginning of a new school year at Degrassi, with the class of 2006 entering into grade 9 and the class of 2007 entering into grade 8. Due to the expansion of the school, middle school and high school students have to occupy the same building, which is already a controversial decision among the student body.
Closing down the high school was a last-minute board decision, meaning we are not fully prepared for the influx of students.
Will there be a separate student council, separate video announcements? What about the grapevine?
Okay, one question at a time. In the short term, Degrassi is going to be a very crowded place. The council,
A small price to pay. Older women, younger men, very hot.
Older women, JP York, very not.
as we work together. Take a seat. You may even have to share lockers. See me after class. We're going to be covering Pontypool Changes Everything by Tony Burgess.
Adding grades 9 to 12 is a great opportunity for Degrassi and for you guys. I taught you MI for the past 2 years. You get me for another 4.
Newcomer Craig Manning immediately catches the eye of certain female characters, but for now, he's not focused on girls. As the older brother of Joey Jeremiah's young daughter, Angela, he wants to see his little sister, but there's one obstacle in his path: his abusive father, Albert. When he was little, his late mother, Julia, divorced Albert and married Joey, conceiving Angie. Even though she tragically passed away before the events of the show, Albert is still very bitter that she left him at all, and cruelly forbids Craig from seeing his little sister, punishing him violently if he disobeys him.
That's a lot of yellow, Angie.
But that was Mommy's favorite color, remember?
Yes, I do.
But do you think she misses us?
Oh, I know she does. Just as much as we miss her.
But do you think she likes it up in heaven? Craig said that.
Craig said what? Honey, did you see Craig?
No, I didn't. I promise.
on, sweetie. Tell me the truth. Stay right here, okay?
Craig? Craig?
Joey doesn't like the idea of his siblings not seeing each other as a stepfather, but because he's unaware of the abuse going on at first, he has no choice but to respect Albert's decision. Emma, as Angie's babysitter and childhood friend of Craig, gets herself involved in the situation, and so does Sean, who Craig befriends on a first day of school. The bitter exes are forced to work together.
Come on.
Daddy!
Hey, we didn't expect you. I mean, it's only my birthday. Much less important than a blind date.
Okay, my bad.
So, Jeremiah, how was Miss November?
She was Miss November of 1973. It's like going out with my mother.
Well, you know, women of a certain age do have a special appeal.
You can leave now.
What, I miss watching you turn gray?
Don't worry, he's coming home with me after we eat. Craig. Hey, what are you doing here?
I invited him.
It's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, no, can I talk to you for a second? Listen, it's great seeing you. Hey, I mean that. But your dad doesn't want you here.
Oh, he's fine with this.
He knows you're here? Look, I don't know why, but he doesn't want you hanging out with me or with Ange. He's made that radically clear.
Wait, you talked to him?
Came by the dealership this afternoon. Greg, come on. Your dad won't allow it. What do you want me to do?
No problem, I get it. Hey, Miss Nelson, thanks for the hot dog.
Despite the dangers, Craig refuses to stop seeing Angela and in his desperation tries to get them to run away together. When this doesn't work due to Joey, he spirals and nearly commits suicide on a train track while hanging out with Sean. He then disappears so his father doesn't find him and inevitably beats him harder than usual. Sean and Emma convince Joey to save Craig from this horrible situation, and by the end of part 2, Joey allows Craig to move in with him and Angie.
Craig,
Oh, what's that?
open this door now.
Yeah?
My house.
Yeah.
When I say open the door, you open the door. Craig!
Okay, I'll be right over.
In the side plot, JT is determined to start the school year by dating the hottest girl he can find, and the lucky girl on the top of his list is the queen bee of the school, Paige. Unfortunately for him, Paige does not see herself as lucky to be the object of his affections.
Want to carry my bag? Yeah, I'll carry it home. I'll carry it to school. Your wish is my command. Oh, well, in that case, I wish that you'd go back to your girlfriend over there and leave me alone. Now.
Wow. You're an inspiration.
The battle has just begun. Paige Michaelchuk will be mine.
Okay.
For fun, Spinner and Hazel offer Paige $20 to go on a date with JT, and she reluctantly accepts only because she needs the money to get her hair done. They have fun on their date until her friends expose her and JT gets his feelings hurt. They make up the next day, but Paige is still very adamant on not being interested in JT romantically.
Rude. I can't believe you would make a cheerleading joke to last year's head cheerleader. I'll forgive you, if you answer me this. What's the difference between a North Park cheerleader and a bag of trash? I don't know. What? Trash gets taken out more often. Oh. Better get a napkin. Hazel, what are you doing here?
What are you doing? Looks like you're having fun. You've more than earned this.
Wet dream time is over. Let's go.
You got paid to go out with me?
Sue me.
Without a single doubt, Craig's storyline. I'm being 100% serious when I say that Jake Epstein and his Dubois performance as Craig Manning immediately marked him as the best actor of his generation to me. From beginning to end, Craig has my attention despite being a newcomer. I don't care about what any of the other characters have going on in this two-parter because I'm more interested in what this kid has going on with his father, even though I barely know a thing about him. I'm rooting for this kid to be closer with his little sister despite the odds. I'm crying for this kid having to suffer under his abusive father, and I desperately want him to escape. And that's because of Jake Epstein's powerful acting. While what Emma went through in Mother and Child Reunion was no lighthearted subject matter itself, what Craig went through in his first episode really hits a person in their gut because we actually have to watch him get brutalized by an adult. And he's obviously not mentally well for it. The introduction of Craig, a boy with a dead mother and an abusive father, shapes the series into the dark, raw storytelling that keeps us on the edge of our seats every episode to see what happens next.
Craig? Craig?
What do you want?
Whoa. I just want to help, okay?
I'm fine!
Right, look at you. What's this I hear about a train, huh?
Sean told you that. Well, he's a liar. Liar!
Whoa.
Get out of here!
Let's go, okay? Let's just calm down and get out of here, okay?
Where am I gonna go, huh? Where am I gonna go? Back home? So Dad could...
What? Do what? What does he do to you? He hits you, doesn't he? Doesn't he?
Yeah. He does.
In contrast, JT's failed attempt at wooing Paige is harder to take seriously. The plot is obviously just there as a comedic break from the heavy main plot, and it can feel irrelevant towards viewers who want to know what happens next with Craig and his dad. However, it is cute to see the budding friendship between JT and Paige. Paige is still a ruthless alpha bitch at this stage in her character development, but even she can't help herself from developing a soft spot for JT, who is endearing because of his silliness.
You are Paige, right?
I'm late.
Thought maybe you'd stood me up or something. Here, I got you a little present.
Can we go to the movie already?
Craig bonding with Sean, who not only saves him from suicide in the train scene, but works with his ex to save Craig from his father too. Their first meeting almost started off poorly, but they quickly end up becoming friends because of how similar they are. Sean sees a boy who has a dark past with his family like he does, and it triggers his sensitive side. He still has attitude problems because that's unfortunately just how Sean is as a person, but we get reminded why Emma fell for him. Underneath all that roughness is a sweetheart. Craig and Sean's dynamic is a favorite of mine on rewatches.
Ow! Ugh. Man, this isn't hockey!
Oh, I'm sorry.
For what, being a total idiot?
Excuse me?
Take it! You need the practice. Greg! Where are your parents? You live with your brother, right?
Yeah, they're far away, which is, good.
So you and your parents didn't get along? They hit you or something?
No, they were too drunk to do much. Total welfare cases. Well, how about your dad?
He's a surgeon. He fixes people.
Surgeon, huh? Is he rich?
Yeah, crazy rich, but his job's stressful, so we fight. And I've been thinking, I may go solo. I've got the money. I'm thinking BC.
Are you serious?
Yeah, deadly serious. I'm out of here. Tonight.
You're gonna wind up on the streets. They suck.
Then come with me. We'll watch out for each other.
Craig, come on. Look, I can't leave. Look, before you asked me if my parents hit me, right?
Did I? So?
I don't know, does your dad hit you? Come on, Craig, get off the tracks. Stop kidding around, man. Get off the tracks. Get off. Greg! Greg, get off the dang tracks, man! Quit playing around. Get off the tracks! Greg! Greg, quit playing around, man. Get off the tracks! Greg! Man, what's wrong with you?
There's also the scene where Joey faces the truth of what's going on with Craig due to Emma, Sean, and Angie's efforts. It's not brought up in this show, but anyone who's watched Degrassi Junior High knows that this isn't the first time that Joey had to save a kid from an abusive environment. When he was their age, he befriended Rick Monroe, who was also getting abused by his father. After witnessing one particularly brutal moment between Rick and his dad, he confessed to the guidance counselor about what he saw, and Rick ended up living with his older brother due to Children's Aid. There's no doubt that this moment was on Joey's mind 15 years later when he made the decision to take Craig in at the end episode, especially when one of the kids urging him to save Craig is Sean, who was quite similar to Rick himself. Joey was seeing a ghost from his childhood. He had been wary of letting Craig and him and Angie's lives. He wants to mind his business as a distant stepfather, but when his little girl in her innocence tells him the off-reality situation, he has no choice but to step in. It's a harrowing scene, but it's necessary.
He's gonna end up on the streets.
If he doesn't kill himself first. What? Last time I saw Craig, he was playing chicken with a train. For real.
Guys, what do you want me to do? I can call his father again?
Joey, his dad is the problem.
He beats him.
No, wait a minute. Do you know what a serious accusation that is? I can't go around accusing the guy of that, all right?
Is something wrong with Craig?
now, honey, okay? This is serious.
No. I saw today.
Yeah, I know you saw him today, okay?
No, I saw. All purple. A dinosaur Hudson. He told me.
Okay, Sean, why don't you and I start the railroad tracks? Emma, could you please just watch her?
Of course.
I am Craig Manning. Thank you.
Craig, we know your name. Now we want to know about you.
Right. Me. In an infinite universe. Yeah, an insignificant planet. What are we, one of 6 billion inhabitants? Big deal. And honestly, if I were to disappear, who'd care? What would it matter? A subatomic blip in the temporal fabric of creation. So there you have it. Craig Manning.
Very existential, Craig. Okay.
When Doves Cry is another incredible season opener for the next generation, and I actually do prefer a little more than Mother Than Child reunion because I'm biased towards Craig. It sets the tone for season 2, a darker and deeper season that for now still keeps the after school special tone that season 1 has. It's hard to watch, but it's iconic, so it gets a platinum rating from me. It's one of my all-time favorite Degrassi episodes. Well, Degrassians, that was my review of When Doves Cry. Stay tuned for my next review of Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
I'm having some residual guilt about Friday night. That said, I really needed the money.
Wow. You know what? That makes me feel a whole lot better.
JT, you're a good date. If you weren't 5'1" and in a subterranean social strata, I'd maybe even consider going out again.
Really?
Yes, but no. Sorry, hon. I only date up. Nothing personal.
Sure, of course. But, you know, I would feel better if...
If what? Spit it out.
Call me romantic, but I always imagine my first date ending in a kiss.
No way.
Come on, Paige. You'd be making my dreams come true.
We're so even.
Oh, here. Gotcha.
I want to do this alone.
Okay. But do it just like we talked about. Go in, say as little as you can, go upstairs, get your things, and come out. He knows you're coming, and he knows what has to happen.
I'm just gonna get my stuff.
Craig, just leave it. Come back when you've cooled down. Talk this thing through.
No more talking. Okay?
Okay. But you're breaking my heart. You know that. Just like your mother. It's Craig. I know I've been impatient, but work's been really stressful. You can't leave, Craig. I love you.
There's 3 options, Dad. You can go to Children's Aid right now, I can go and stay with Joey while we sort this stuff out. Or I can come back here and let you beat me.
I don't beat you.